Brothers and sisters, thanks for joining me. I came across this story today in the Daily Mail, and this is from the 21st of December, and it's again about political correctness running amok in the UK. Keeps happening over and over in the UK and then also in the US. So I thought it was an interesting story. So let's read it. Oh, come all ye wokeful. Now carols are censored by Church of England so they don't upset other faiths. Right off the bat, let me just say, everyone, please stop trying to not offend everyone about every little thing. It's impossible. No matter what you do, someone is going to be offended. No matter what you say, someone is going to be offended. You really need to cater to the majority on this because you can't control other people's feelings. There's nothing that you can do to make sure that you sanitize everything so no one is offended. I'm offended that you're even trying to censor Christmas carols. So let's get into this. Priests have been told to edit popular carols this Christmas to avoid upsetting other religions. The Church of England has been accused of losing the plot after it urged clergy to alter Advent hymns so that congregations can celebrate the festive season without causing unnecessary offense. Okay, so let's see, how are they causing unnecessary offense with hymns? Christian hymns such as O Come, Emmanuel have been singled out for depicting other faiths as being outside of God's grace. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be offensive here, but I thought pretty much every religion thinks that other religions are outside of God's grace. If I'm wrong about that, tell me in the comments, but I think that's a thing most religions actually think. An email sent to clergy in the Birmingham diocese said, try to use language that won't add further confusion or tension or take away anything from the good news of the Nativity. Okay. A vicar who shared the email with the Mail on Sunday said the church has really lost the plot, adding that even the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin doesn't order Orthodox churches to censor carols at Christmas. I think this is slightly different. My take on it is this is self-censorship by the church. If Keir Starmer were to do this, it would be even worse if the government was censoring it. You know, religions have a right to do whatever they want inside their own religion. It wouldn't surprise me if the British government wanted to censor speech because they do it all the time in order to help with public order, to not incur racial hatreds. But I don't think that's this, but I do see the similarity that this vicar is talking about. Also targeted was, lo, he comes with clouds descending, a favorite of Queen Victoria. Clergy have been sent a link to research that suggests the second verse contains problematic words by stating that Jesus is the true Messiah. So I'm thinking now we're veering into blasphemy. Church of England, if you don't think Jesus is the true Messiah, I think you might be in the wrong job, vicar or bishop or whatever you are. I think most, if not all, Christian religions think that Jesus is the true Messiah. To not want to suggest that, now your hymns aren't even Christian anymore. What kind of nonsense is that? And sure, I'm sure Muslims don't think Jesus is the true Messiah, and I'm sure Jews don't think Jesus is the true Messiah. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Muslim, but I think that's probably accurate. But I'm not offended that they don't think he's the Messiah. I'm a Christian, and so of course I think Jesus is probably the true Messiah. And if someone's offended by that, then so be it. I can't control your offense. And to say he's not the true Messiah is fine if you're Jewish or Muslim, but it doesn't seem fine for Christians. So I think you need to go back to the seminary. And again, I'm not a priest either, so I've never been to the seminary, but I'm pretty sure in Sunday school they said Jesus was the true Messiah. Again, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. O come, Emmanuel has upset the Church of England's High Command with the phrase captive Israel. Canon Chris Sugden A former member of the General Synod and executive secretary of the Anglican mainstream group said, hymns should not be altered just because the church conforms to every progressive cause. Yeah, that's right. Stop trying to chase every progressive cause. It's not right. And all you're doing is causing a schism in your own church. Your own parishioners cannot like that you're changing up the hymns just to attract some woke folk or to not offend some folk. Those folk were going to be offended anyway. There's nothing you can do that wasn't going to offend them. And if you're trying to attract additional parishioners, the number you're going to lose who don't like what you're doing is going to outweigh the number that you gain by trying to stop the offense. Just ask Anheuser-Busch about Bud Light about that, and I think you'll see that's a fact. He added, if one was attending a Jewish or Hindu festival, would you expect them to alter lyrics or alter the liturgy because there's some who might find them difficult? Who are these people they think they're going to object to this? That's right. I would never think about going to a Hindu festival and expect them to change something in their religion so I wouldn't get offended. If their religion offends me, then I shouldn't go to their festival. It's as simple as that. If something in the Jewish church offends me, if a menorah or a yarmulke offends me, then maybe I shouldn't go and be offended. But it doesn't offend me. People should be able to express their religion the way they want to, and reasonable people will allow that. And they may think that they're wrong, potentially. Like Muslims, I'm sure, and Jews don't think Jesus is the true Messiah. And Christians think that they're wrong, and the Muslims think that Christians are wrong. That's all okay. Nothing about that is offensive to me on either side and shouldn't be to any reasonable person. People can have different views and not be offensive or trying to offend. They just have different views. And you know what? Christianity, if you want to attract Muslims, go tell them why Christianity is right and better. And if you can convince them, then they'll convert, and vice versa. If somebody visits a Muslim temple and they like what they see there, they should join. There's no problem. You shouldn't go and change your religion to attract people, because then you're really doing a disservice to your religion. Are you really a Christian if you don't think that Jesus is the way to God? I think most, if not all, Christian religions think that you can't go to heaven and be saved unless it's through Jesus. And I could be wrong. Again, tell me in the comments, but I think that that's one of the core tenets of Christianity. So Church of England, are you really Christian if you're not following Christian doctrine for 2,000 years? Really? Or, okay, Reformation doctrine, since Henry VIII. If you're not following the teachings for the last, 600 odd years, people who attended Christmas carols will expect to have them sung properly. If the church cedes the line on this, what else? Yeah, completely agree. It annoys me when they change this kind of stuff up. Like, the Catholic Church 10, 12, whatever years ago, they changed up all of the prayers, and they did it for a different reason. They didn't do it to politically correct it up. The Pope felt that the translation being used in America and in the UK was not correct. And so he ordered the Catholic Church to change up some of the liturgy. I think a lot of people didn't like it, because now when they were kids, they learned all their prayers, and now they had to learn new prayers, and they got all confused and didn't like it. It's a similar thing, because just people don't like change. So why would you correct up your hymns and change your hymns, especially not to offend other people? The Catholic Church doing it makes a little more sense to me. They were doing it internally because they thought it was a better translation. I think that's fair. But to do it to stop offending people that don't believe in your religion anyway, even if it was Christians who don't like some of the verbiage, they just need to get over it. These are old, don't correct up old hymns. Stop the nonsense. Their email reads, people who attend Christmas carols will expect to have them sung properly. If the church cedes on this, what else? But diocesan officials in the presence and engagement team claim the hymns have strong emphasis on suppression, a doctrine which holds that Christianity is the one true religion. Okay, come on, guys. Again, are you really Christians? pretty much, like I said earlier, every religion feels it's like it's the one true religion. Right or wrong, you can agree or disagree, but that's how religions are. If you don't think you're the right religion, then why are you even that religion? Most religious people feel that way. Not all, I get it, but I think most feel that theirs is the right way. And so if you don't feel it's the right way, why are you even in this business? Their email reads, some of the language used in our liturgy, hymns, and readings could easily cause confusion. Sam Margrave, a lay member of the General Synod, said, my advice to clergy is sing loud and proud. We have a great heritage of hymns in this Christian nation, and any clergy who don't like what the church has to offer needs to think whether they're in the right role. 100% agree. The debacle has echoes of a row in 2022 prompted by attempts to rewrite the 17th century carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, supposedly to be more inclusive to women and gay people. Right. Stop the nonsense. If you want a carol that's more inclusive, go out and write a carol that's more inclusive. I am sure that most women and most gay people who are Church of England or just other Christian denominations who grew up singing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen are fine the way it is. So Britain, US, stop trying to cater to these minorities. You will not be able to stop offending people, so stop trying. You really need to cater to your parishioners first and foremost. Don't drive them away with this new nonsense. Find ways to embrace new converts, but don't drive away the old ones. There's nothing wrong with Christmas carols as they are. And if they are, write new ones. Or if they are, don't sing them, but don't rewrite them. It's crazy. That's all I got. Thanks, guys. Bye.